Tonight, Jake has a movie review, Josh has a trip report, Jordan has toys, and for the main topic, a deep dive into urban legends of ghosts of the Disney parks.
Woo! Spooky-tober, you guys. And I am excited. But first, before we get into anything, I have a little story right here at the top of the episode from last week.
Okay.
From our episode last week, or was it a story from last week?
It's from our, so last week's episode, we did a lot of, talking of spectral beings and, paranormal entities.
And apes that'll tear apart a lion.
And apes that will tear apart a lion. Wait, did we?
Yeah, we did.
Yeah, the Congo apes.
Oh, right, yeah.
Remember, it was the one thing that Josh came to the table, but it was actually real.
Yeah, that was a good one. I forgot about that.
That's what makes it even more terrifying. It's like a ghost tale, and then they're like, oh.
Oh no, these apes will eat me.
The Jurassic Park guy was right about something.
What was he right about?
Apes that'll tear
Usingapartments.com.
First of all, when you say the Jurassic Park guy, for some reason Michael Crichton did not make my list.
Oh.
The guy that formulated the entire story. No. I was thinking John Hammond.
The guy who literally wrote the book.
John Hammond was just in the Congo. This would be great.
But with dinosaurs instead of these.
This would be a great spot for my ape park.
So anyway, after last week's episode, I'm in my bathroom brushing my teeth, right?
And
I look in the mirror and I see my reflection blink. And I was like, well, I'm not going to deal with this.
Did you blink?
I didn't blink. No, I saw my reflection blink. Positive. So I went and got some holy water. I went straight to the source. Because after everything we talked about, I was not messing with it. And I spritzed it around my apartment. Hold on. I spritzed it around. Guys, that stuff stings.
Were you using...
Wait a minute. Jake, hold on.
Was it Dimitri's holy water?
No.
Hold on. Jake, I have a very important question to ask you.
What?
When you got the holy water on you...
Yeah.
Did it sizzle at all?
It felt like my skin was on fire, Jordan.
Okay. So good news, bad news.
Okay.
Good news is I've identified your problem.
There is more, but what's my problem? Do you want to wait?
Bad news is Sure. Okay.
Okay. Hold on a second.
We'll hold on to the bad news.
Because my week just got worse from there.
Okay.
So the next night, I'm making dinner. I spill the salt.
And
Dan, guys, I just could not bring myself to clean it up. It's still there. I just found myself walking around it. I don't have time to clean up salt. Don't even want to touch it. Just nothing. And then later on, I went to my friend's house, and I'm very close with this friend, and I go knock on his door. And, I thought I was being polite. He answers the door, and we're sitting there staring at each other. I'm like, hey, can I come in? And he's like, yeah. But he treated me like it was weird that I asked, and I didn't want to be rude. I felt like I needed to be invited. So it was just a weird week overall.
I know the problem. You're turning into a snail.
Shit. I want to hear what Jordan's diagnosis is.
Well, shit. My first thought was a snail, but now that you continue to say this stuff, it was all right. So I'm gonna backtrack. Back to my good news, bad news. Again, good news is I think I've identified your issue.
I'd love to hear it.
Bad news is you're a demon.
I mean, he's not wrong.
What's the good news?
The good news was I identified your problem.
Oh, well, no. I don't think
I think now you can just do whatever the fuck you want though too.
I don't believe I'm a demon. I feel fine, guys. I feel fine. I feel fine.
Wait, sorry. Okay. So what? I'm sorry. What was that?
I got a lump in my throat. It was weird.
Okay. So what I need you to do
Yeah.
is I need you to go and get the salt and the holy water.
No.
Okay, so that right there's your evidence.
Where?
You will not go and get the two things that would prove my point.
I mean, can you just get a broom and a dustpan and take care of the salt? I mean, that just seems.
No, because then
I mean, at least you're not going to attract ants. Maybe you're an ant.
No, I need him to touch the salt. Like I need him to physically touch the salt.
Oh no. I hate salt. It's coarse and rough, and it gets everywhere.
It's.
Do
I
you
feel like I've heard that somewhere before.
would you go swimming in the ocean?
Well, absolutely not.
Great Salt Lake,
No. Snails in there.
Brackish River.
Tortilla chips.
Not since last week. I'm fresh out, and I've had no desire to go get more.
Okay.
Unsalted tortilla chips.
No, I didn't know that was a thing. I have been.
Saltines.
But it's
No,
not.
what? Jordan, I have taste, sir.
Soda crackers.
No, those taste nothing like Pepsi.
All right, so the holy water though.
Yeah,
Yeah, can you go grab that real quick?
absolutely not. I believe it was a bad batch, and I don't think it's water at all.
Okay. So can you go and get water from your tap?
Oh yeah, I got some right here.
Okay, cool. Now go get the holy water.
No. It's
Why?
Jordan, it stings.
Jake,
Okay.
Jake, you're in Utah,
Yeah.
and weirdos bless everything. So you may already be drinking holy water.
No, this is out of the tap.
All right. Can you do me a
They
favor,
could've
Jake?
blessed the rest.
Can you just do me a favor for a second and just turn the other way, or just face away from the screen?
Like, okay.
Yeah.
What am I doing?
Josh, I just blessed his tap water. Don't tell him.
Yeah, I saw it.
Okay, cool. Jake,
Yeah.
can you come back in the room, please?
Yeah, I'm here.
Yeah, cool. Do me a favor. Drink some of that water that you have.
What the hell?
Oh, this is gonna be fun.
Ah! Tastes like Josh's chili. Oh, it's bad. The water's gone bad. Oh, I hate this. I think we need to move along. Something's terribly wrong.
No, I think we actually need to address the elephant in the room.
I don't need that on. What? Do you see it?
By elephants, I mean the demon living in your body.
Yeah, we need to call an exorcist.
Put a
What do
pin
you
in
want to
that.
call him?
I know a guy at the gym. I think his name is George.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say his name was Jim.
No.
Hey guys, let's circle back to this because this is a perfect segue. Like, let's put a pin in my alleged problems. Anyway, because what Josh just brought up, guys, real quick before we get into Disney, before we get into more of my problems, I have a movie review. Are you ready for this?
Yeah, what movie?
Uh-huh.
It's topical. I just watched it yesterday. Now, I want to preface this by saying I've never seen this movie, which is shocking because it's a little independent film called The Exorcist.
That's with the kid that spins his head around, right? Like now. How do
So,
owls do
Jake,
that?
Jake, follow-up question. How many times have you pissed yourself in the last week?
Only on the rug out there.
Just the once?
No, like multiple times, but same spot.
Continue.
Okay, anyway, so I'm watching The Exorcist. And look, I know it was made in the early 70s? Because
73? 74?
I tried to watch it through the lens of a 1970s audience member.
Uh-huh.
And I just found myself being bored. And like, I don't know, I felt like what the little girl was doing, like she wasn't getting anything right.
What do you mean?
Just all the moves. It was,
What do you mean?
I could tell she was acting.
So how in the world? Let me ask you this: when you crab walk backwards down the stairs, what's your technique?
First of all, like I hold the blood in. Like you don't want to spoil that. Like that's just right. No, because the crab walk alone is a pretty like. It is startling to people.
But you have done it.
Yeah. Just in this last week, I learned how to do it. It's actually a really cool party trick. But since it's a cool party trick, you don't want to come down with the blood coming out of your mouth. It just spoils it. That needs to be a surprise at the end. Just so like crab walk down the stairs, pause, and when everyone is aghast, then just let it flow.
Okay.
So like I just felt like the movie was not authentic at all. Or
Keep talking.
Like they were trying too hard. I felt like the movie insisted upon itself.
What the fuck does that even mean?
It insisted upon itself.
What does that even mean? What does that explain? What does that even mean?
It insisted upon itself. Anyway, so we get more into it, and like the Lord's Prayer. Come on, that doesn't do anything.
How do you know?
Because it didn't do anything.
To
anyone ever?
You're asking a lot of questions. I'm trying to review a movie here, Jordan.
All right, continue.
I'm just saying. And like, let's see. Something they did get right was the crucifix scene. 100% accurate.
Yeah.
I
it's been a while since I've seen that film, but if, remind me, did they bless any water in that movie?
Yeah.
In any of the scenes?
Yeah, they had there was a holy water scene.
But so how accurate on a scale like 1 to 10? How accurate would you say that was?
Here's the thing. That was like the only part that made me uncomfortable. I had to leave the room for that part, so I didn't actually see that part. It made me nauseous. It made me nauseous. What are you doing there?
What? No, continue with your review. I'm listening. I'm actually taking notes on your review.
Oh, okay. So like, and then can I spoil the movie? Like, now that I've watched it,
I've seen it. You can. Yeah.
I assume I was the last one. Like, now that I've seen it, like the world's good. Everyone's seen it now. So then, like, at the end, the demon jumps into the priest's body, and then the priest throws himself out the window. That's not going to stop the demon.
Stop the priest, though.
Yeah, stop the priest really fast. I kind of felt like the demon won, and I was just like, yes. It was pretty cool. It was a good ending. I love a movie with a happy ending.
One happy.
So like a lot of horror movies, they don't have that happy ending, but this one had it, and I was surprised, and I was into the ending.
Okay.
So, that's my review of The Exorcist.
No, yeah, it's I liked it. Josh, what were your thoughts on The Exorcist?
I'm just wondering if there's any Indian Native American burial grounds around you, Jake.
I mean, I'm in southern Utah. I'm sure there's a lot.
I mean, we're in America.
I mean,
the entire country was built on a Native American burial ground.
Is there a chance that your apartment complex is made directly over one?
I don't know. I don't think
that's
so.
Poltergeist. Never mind.
Well,
you don't have poltergeist, do you?
I don't think so. Like, no poltergeist activity. That's ridiculous, Josh. Come on, we live in reality. I thought it was windy earlier because the tree branches outside were knocking against my window.
But you don't have trees.
No, there's a tree out here, but I walked outside, no wind. I was like, well, that was weird. I guess the tree.
You sure it's a branch on your window?
I don't know what else it could have been. I don't think it was the rats scurrying around in my attic, that's for sure. A lot of scratching in the walls and attic lately. I gotta call the exterminator. Put that on my to-do list. Giuseppe! Oh, damn it. I miss Giuseppe.
Yeah, where is he?
He's in the Pacific Northwest, wandering the woods, all blurry like
The whoops.
the woods. So, yeah, I just before we talk some Disney, I did just want to get that movie review out of the way. So, sorry it wasn't as exciting. Like, again, it's a 40-year-old movie. Come on. 50? 40. 50. I have no idea how old this movie was.
It's almost 50.
Wow. That is a lot.
Mm-hmm.
But, like, in the grand scheme of eternity, it's really not that much.
I mean, nothing's that much in eternity.
How? You know what? Never mind. Let's move on.
All right. Hey, guys. You want to talk some Disney?
Okay.
Let's talk some Disney!
Thank you, Vuvuzelas.
Yeah, I wish it was.
One day, Josh. One day. Hey, now that we're talking some Disney, Jordan, you okay? You look concerned. You're good. Okay.
No, I know. I'm deep in thought.
Okay, no, that's fine, because...
Yeah, just concentrating on my segment coming up.
All right, good. Hey, Jillian's here. Hi, Jillian.
Jillian. Hey, Jillian, I need to ask you a question. If you have, just by any chance, I don't know, like a crucifix around, if you could just maybe keep it handy. Now, for no reason in particular specific that has to do with anybody on the podcast tonight. But if you have one,
Hey, Jake. I'm going to talk over Jordan real quick. I just want you to know that Jesus can't hurt you if you don't believe in him.
Who? Not
All
familiar.
right. The crucifix ain't going to do anything, Jordan.
we're not gonna go down that road right now. Because we're doing a fucking bit and you just fucking ruined it. So let's continue.
I was protecting him.
No, sure you were.
From what? Jesus?
Nothing.
He's got nothing on me.
So,
anyway, we're talking some Disney.
yeah.
Also, Jillian, if you have holy water.
Why would Jillian have holy water?
Or
Why do you have holy water?
I told you.
I mean, and you just keep it handy.
Ugh. I forgot about my water was tasting like chili sauce. What the crap? This is garbage. No, I'm going to put this over here. Yeah, I'm going to have to call a plumber about that. It should not be tasting so
plumber.
suddenly. Yeah, I don't...
Plumber, right? So, I know a good plumber. He actually doesn't make a lot of money as a priest, but he doubles as a plumber. Father Andrew is his name.
Is he local?
Yeah. He can be there.
Oh, is he cheap?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, good. Fantastic. Jillian said Jordan is asking the wrong person. Yeah, Jillian, I have no idea why he's asking that. It's weird. Anyway.
Listen, I don't know what you do when you're not on the Mickey Mutineers chat, Jillian.
So, why is my... Anyway, Josh, you went to
What?
Disney World just this week.
Well, 2 parks.
You went... Well, I mean, you set foot on property.
Okay. But, I mean, yeah, I went to the Disney World, just not the whole Disney World, just some of it. Some. I went to some. Some.
You played
I
half
did
game.
some.
You played half game, so you get a whole snow cone.
Oh, God. Those were my favorite bits.
And you were also there, like, what, the second or third day of the new Genie system?
Second day, and that's the day I paid for it, and that's the day I regret decision to pay for it.
So let me get this straight. And we'll go into details here in a second. So that's the day you paid for it, but also that's the day you paid for it.
Yeah, it's fucking hot garbage.
All right.
It's a confusing, stupid fucking system.
Okay, Josh, the floor is yours. I want you to start at the beginning.
Okay,
When you get to the end, stop.
Clean cut. All right, so we got to what the fuck's that park even called now? It's changed names like 3 times in the last 10 years.
Hollywood Studios.
All right, Hollywood Studios. We got there early. Wanted to rope drop it because I just assumed that I'd be able to get the standalone lightning lane for Rise of the Resistance.
Uh-huh.
And come to find out that you cannot unless you're a park guest or a resort guest.
I was to say a park guest. That's a high ask for someone wanting a park reservation.
Wait a minute. Okay, so hold on. So just to clarify, you were not staying on property.
No, I was using my free hotel points and to stay at a free hotel.
So your plan was to not pay for Genie Plus, but pay for the a la carte Lightning Lane, and you were not able to do that because you were not staying on property.
Correct.
Okay. Just making sure.
I was able to get Genie Plus, and then I still was not able to get the extra Lightning Lane.
So, I thought I didn't realize you had to be staying on property in order to use the a la carte. I thought that was something that everybody got.
Nope.
Here's the thing. When Josh said that, had he been there the day before, he could have. They changed it that night.
No shit.
Yeah, up until that moment,
stupid.
It was everybody could get a lightning lane.
So, if you go to the Disney World app, and it's working correctly and doesn't kick you out, you'll see a page that, it says Disney Genie Service, your guide, park hours, blah, blah, blah. And then you see that page, and then you just immediately close the app and reopen it. And you do that enough times, the top tab will say your day. And you click on that finally. And then you will be able to get what used to be called Fast Pass. And so I got Fast Pass for the fuck did I get Fast Pass for?
But it's not called Fast Pass.
No, Lightning Lane. Got Lightning Lane for Smuggler's Run.
Ooh, nice. Good choice. Podcast.
All right. But so when you open up the My Day thing, the first tab is like tips. And it's just telling you, what times are good for standby. For shortest lines for standby. Well, go to scroll down that, and one of it says, got a check mark on Smuggler's Run, says booked. But that time kept changing. And it was different from the fucking time I had my Fast Pass Lightning Lane, whatever the fuck it's called now.
I don't understand.
I hate that they changed the name of it. Yeah, why'd they change the name of it?
Here's the thing.
Stupid.
Can I just interject real quick here? Because something I've noticed, like at every other theme park, like Six Flags, Universal, whatever line skipping system they use, you'll still hear the general public calling it a Fast Pass. Like that name is so branded and ingrained in the general public's heads, and then they got rid of it.
Good. So, anyways, so that was confusing because I couldn't understand why my Fast Pass time was floating and fucking me up. Come to find out, it wasn't. I had to go over on the page I was on, I had to go to the next tab, and eventually if I scroll down there, I would see what time I actually have reserved. So, okay, so I was getting the hang of it a little bit. It's just not nearly as intuitive as it used to be. Okay, so here's the thing that killed me. So I was able to get 3 Fast Passes for the day, right?
Yeah.
You can only get 1 at a time.
Yeah, well, it's just like the legacy system.
I didn't know that.
We talked about it on this program.
Yeah, but I thought it was like the main rides, and then like I couldn't even get a fucking Fast Pass for the goddamn little UFO thingy
until it was time.
In fairness, I think we were actually talking about that like one of the days that Josh was dropping in and out.
Oh, maybe. Yeah, because there's a lot of days this summer that I was in pretty sketchy.
Yeah,
Great.
no, Jordan's right. And I do remember that now because when we did the full look at. Yeah, okay. Oh, shit. Josh, you
Yeah,
should listen to
yeah,
that
so-
episode. Because, yeah, so the system is like the legacy
If I could
system.
have fucking got Wi-Fi long enough to listen to it, I would have.
Also fair.
No, you're making very valid points. I should have told you. Jillian said, yeah, one at a time or after 2 hours, the legacy system.
Right. But see, last time I got fast passes, I was able to fucking just pick 3 for my fucking day and plan everything around that.
Oh, yeah, that's no.
Yeah, so now I'm jumping from fucking Star Wars land to Toy Story land, back to fucking Tower of Terror land, and back to Star Wars land, and all this shit, and it's just fucking horse shit. It's fucking stupid. And then with all the COVID bullshit, you get the fucking more that pretend they don't know they're supposed to wear masks inside the buildings, getting yelled at by the cast members and getting all pissed off because they're getting yelled at. It's like, fuck you guys, put on a mask. But we did end up waiting the 2-hour wait for Rise of the Resistance, which it only took, I'd say, roughly an hour. I would say the lines always seem to be half of what they post.
Yeah, that ride is worth waiting the hour.
Oh yeah, no, yeah. It was a 118-minute wait when we got in line, and it probably only took us about an hour to get through. So, but holy fuck, that like I thought it was like a damn good ride until I got into the AT-AT room.
I'm sorry, the what room?
Holy fuck! I'm not fucking saying it your way. I don't give a fuck.
It's the AT-AT room, Jordan.
So, anyways, get in there, and that was just badass. Just 2 full-size fucking robot camels.
You know what? I might have to revert back to agreeing with Jordan.
They were smoking an awfully lot of cigarettes too, which I thought was really weird.
The blasters going through the freaking walls, that was badass.
I still don't understand that effect. So you...
Well, hold up.
All right.
Hold up. You don't understand that effect? It's the same effect as the walls on an artist's palette on the cruise ship.
Yeah, I don't understand that effect.
It's just a mesh screen that's painted, and then it gets backlit, and then there you go. You see through the mesh.
You ruined the magic.
It's still really fucking cool.
No, it was awesome. So you went up I asked you earlier, you went up the elevator in front of the AT-AT.
Yeah, the motherfucker drew down on me and fucking just barely missed. Good thing there were stormtroopers controlling it.
Yeah, otherwise you'd be dead. You wouldn't be on this episode.
Yeah.
I'd probably see you later, though, either way.
So the room with the AT-ATs.
Thank you.
Can you tell me where that was at?
It's about in the middle of the ride.
Okay.
You're skipping. You need to reset the needle, buddy.
Okay. Oh.
I hate you too. But also, I love you both. I'm very torn.
But I like the scene where they accidentally got onto the bridge, and we're watching Hux and Kylo Ren just talking. That whole conversation about, they need to do something about the new coffee machines.
Yeah,
that was great. That was I mean, it was just a real moment between the two of them.
Yeah, it's like you're really there.
Yeah. Then the next scene when Kylo Ren's drinking his coffee through his mask.
And he likes it hot.
He also likes to drink it whenever he's watching Radar, which I thought was odd.
Yeah. And then
oh, you mean Mr. Radar?
Yeah. And then when the rebels jammed the radar.
Wait, hold on. What kind of jam did they use?
Raspberry.
Raspberry! I hate raspberry!
But no, man, that was awesome. Like the whole getting on the troop transport, stuck in the tractor beam, everything. Just, taking a transport from the queue to the ride. That's a pretty novel concept, man.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, then let's see, what else did we ride that day? Oh, we got the Mickey Minis. Oh, yes, Jake.
Hold on. Before you move away from Rise of the Resistance, we've talked about it twice here now, but you were the last one to ride this, so now I need your opinion on it. When you get off that troop transport and you're in the hangar bay of the Star Destroyer and you just had that big space window out in front of you,
Yeah.
what were your thoughts?
Tingly
Where?
in my groin area.
Good. Okay, so you have, that's to be expected.
So can I point something out? I think I've even talked about it whenever I was talking about the ride. The fact that you get on your transport ship and you enter and exit on through the same door.
Yeah.
Is fucking mind blowing because like I thought for sure it was going to be like, oh well, you enter in this one, it shakes you around, you enter on the second side because that's where the ride building is. But the fact that like you entered and exited through the same door is fucking amazing.
I mean, I accidentally saw how they do it.
Well, don't spoil it for me.
No.
Well, it's still pretty fucking cool. I think it's really awesome.
We'll save this for after air.
Really? I mean, am I really the only one that knows how they do it?
No, I
Yeah,
do too.
because I don't want to know how they do it.
I think we should respect that. I know how it's done too, Josh, and it's still really cool.
Okay.
But out of respect for Jordan, we'll keep it on the down low.
All right. So yeah, Rise of the Resistance. If the line wasn't stupid long, I would have jumped right back in it.
Oh yeah, it is awesome.
And then Mickey Minnie's Runaway Railroad. First off, I gotta say I rode 3 rides this weekend that all use the same ride vehicles.
Huh? You're not wrong. But then but that's the same thing like in Fantasyland at Disneyland. So, I mean, how special is it? They're not the track list, just that most of them share the same kind of ride vehicle.
It's. I'm kind of hoping the Guardian's roller coaster has the same one.
It's just another trackless ride system. Trackless roller coaster would be difficult.
Yeah, well, I mean.
Hold on, guys. Sorry, my bed was shaking.
I'm sorry, you're what?
Weird.
My bed was shaking.
Anyways, the Mickey and Millie Ways Runaway Rise of the Resistance.
Takes place in a kitchen.
Yeah. Anyways, holy shit, the Runaway Railroad, that was fun. That was a lot of fun. It was super cartoony. I liked it at first. Jordan, have you been on it yet?
No, not yet. We're going in about a month, so.
Oh, okay, I won't spoil it too much then. I won't say how you get into it, but yeah, like it seemed to me like the whole path of the ride mostly used the original path for the OK Movie ride about great movies.
Uh-huh.
It just seemed followed the same general thing, and then the xenomorph coming out of the ceiling and everything in the middle of the ride. Yeah.
Well, that's when because that's what causes the train to split apart.
Yeah. Anyways, no, that was a hell of a lot of fun. That was really fucking well done. I was disappointed I didn't go through the park at all because I was really hoping to see Chippendale's Park Life because that's one of my favorite cartoons now.
I still haven't watched it. I need to do it.
Dude, it's fucking great. It's hilarious.
I'll start it in November.
Okay. And then let's see, what else did we do on day one? went to Baseline Tap House, had a beer. Smuggler's Run, I've written that before. Vanessa wrote it for her first time. Let her and Lily steer. Lily cannot do left and right. Seamus just held down the button for his gun, and it kept firing.
Did he do good?
He shot it. He like hit most of the things he shot at.
Yes. I don't know how the guns work. I was a pilot.
So okay. Rope drop and made a beeline to Tower of Terror.
Uh-huh.
Seamus was all about it. He was going to ride it this time. He got on board. He made it to when the elevator door started opening, started hyperventilating, made it to a seat, and just couldn't go any further. So him and I noped out, and we went downstairs and sat out.
He got farther than my kid, so good for him.
Yeah, no, I'm pretty proud of him.
We got to the boiler room.
Yeah, that's when he started breathing heavy, but once the elevator doors opened, he started like hyperventilating.
Yeah, my oldest, he's a moose, and he started running through the crowd. My little one just started stabbing people. I was like, no, we can't be in this line. So
what's funny is, I'll get to that part. I'll get to Moose freaking taking us out of a Gadget's Go Coaster.
No, we don't need to bring that up.
I'll get there. Don't worry.
Okay.
Anyway, so next we decide we're gonna hit rock and Lily loved it, but she didn't want to ride it again. She'll ride it one time. Like, do you remember how Robbie would get on it and grudgingly get on it and ride it one time per trip, and that was it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
A weird
headache. So Lily will get on it willingly, but one time per trip. That's it. So we go to Rock and Roller Coaster. This time she's my ride buddy. She's all excited. Sees the roller coaster launch and second thoughts. But I just whisper in her ear, "Don't you do this to me again." Last one. And so we got on, and she absolutely loved it, but she did not want to believe that we went upside down 3 times. She refused to believe that we did that. Whatever. It worked for her. So we decided we're going to do Slink Dog.
Slink Dog.
Yeah, and we're in line, and she's in tears because she thought for sure that one was going to go upside down too, even though we could see the entire track.
Really? Wait, but you can see the entire track.
Yeah. No, she thought for sure we were going to go upside down. And so this time, Seamus was my ride buddy on the roller coaster. He starts panicking as soon as the freaking lap bar comes down. I want to go. I just tell him to shut up. We're already on board. Don't make a scene. And so he almost broke my thumb because he was reaping back on it so hard.
And this was on Slinky Dog.
This is on it while we're going down the track.
Okay.
And like he's spazzing. He's got one foot against the side of the inside of the car, pressing as hard as he can into me, reefing back on my thumb. And I can hear Lily up front just having the time of her fucking life.
So has Seamus, was this his first roller coaster?
No.
Okay.
No, he just hates them.
Oh.
But anyways, and then Toy Story Mania twice, which that's always fun. I scored pretty good. I think my highest one was like 160 something.
You gotta keep
not 1,000.
What?
No, I'm just kidding.
Just 160 something.
It was like 163,000, something like that. So I was pretty proud of myself. I did good that time, but Vanessa still kicked my ass.
Like when you get off the ride?
Oh yeah, no. It's my arm gets tired going like this.
No, you gotta keep your elbow up, and you do this move, backhanding.
Yeah, I try to, but then I get lazy and start doing this, and it doesn't really work.
Don't
and
let
then-
him see you doing that. This is a family park, Josh.
Yeah, maybe that's where I'm going wrong. And so okay, then so it pretty much that pretty much sums up that
All
day.
right.
Next day at the top, beeline to Soren, ride Soren,
Good choice.
hop over to test track, ride
Makes
test track.
sense.
We did not buy the plus bullshit for the second day because it was completely fucking worthless the first day. So
Oh, you didn't even bother with it.
no, fuck no.
Oh, wait, how'd you get the?
Before we left the hotel. So here's the thing with, and this might be normal for the virtual queue. If you're off the park property before 7, you can, or after 7, you can get your virtual queue. And so like I had an alarm set for 7 o'clock, and I got a virtual queue right at 7. We were boarding group 79. Supposed to board at 1 something. But anyways, we'll get to that part. So, Soren test track. The kids wanted to go to the mac and cheese stand for lunch at that
Good
point.
choice.
I just assumed the park opened at 9 like it always does. And no, I was wrong. It opens at 10 now. We got there at like 8, and security's like, "What are you doing here?" It's like, "We're here to rope drop." She's like, "You got 2 hours."
First one's in the park.
No, she wouldn't even less. Anyways, so after test track, it was lunchtime. Kids got mac and cheese. No, I take that back. Lily got mac and cheese. Seamus got the glazed sriracha fried chicken donut
Oh, that
sandwich.
sounds good. Oh shit.
Oh, dude, he's all about sriracha right now, and he fucking killed it.
Oh man.
Yeah, he destroyed that thing. And then I can't remember what Vanessa got. She got pink eye.
Well, that was on the menu?
No, she just got pink eye.
Oh.
Stan just comes out and farts in your face.
Yeah, she's pretty sure it's because she freaking was itching her eye, scratched her tear duct. So, and then, it healing kind of fucking, put goo into her eye and blah, 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 pink eye.
I'm glad it healed. I cut my arm earlier a few days ago, and it hasn't healed at all. But sorry, that's neither here nor there.
Have you to the doctor about that? Maybe Jordan's priest
I'm
plumber.
not going to a priest plant. That doesn't even make sense. Anyway, continue.
Well, he moonlights as an EMT. He'll probably.
I'll get his number from you after the show.
Yeah.
Eric.
No, yeah.
Wait, did you say EMT or ENT?
He's an
EMT.
ent. Just kidding. He's not an ent.
ENT. So ear, nose, throat doctor?
Yeah.
Vanessa probably could have used that. Wait, there's no.
Except for
I just realized there's no eyes in ear, nose, and throat. Anyway, continue.
Anyways, then we kind of fucked around for an hour while we went to go jump in line for what I thought was my time slot to jump on Remy's Ratatouille railway through the resistance. And no, my time slot changed from 1 something to 3 something.
I'm guessing because the ride broke down earlier.
Yeah, I don't know. I just don't know how fast these boarding groups go through. I like the concept of the boarding group. I just don't know quite how it worked. That was actually pretty fucking seamless compared to this Genie Plus bullshit. So let's see. We went.
Wait, how was the Ratatouille ride? Oh wait, no, you haven't wrote it yet. Sorry.
Yeah, not there yet.
Well, you were,
we
but
went,
it wasn't time.
What did we do? We just kind of walked around World Showcase for a little bit. Went to the store in Japan. Bought Robbie something from Japan because I thought that would be fucking hilarious.
Did you buy him some McDonald's from Japan?
No, because there's no McDonald's from Japan in the Japan pavilion,
Well,
or I would have.
According to Robbie, that's all there is in Japan. It's just McDonald's and 7-Elevens. That's all I've seen in post.
Like, got to walk around Hiroshima today. Here's a picture of a McDonald's.
He didn't even go in there. Like I was looking at the menu. It looks so fucking good. It's
I
like
can't believe he joined the fucking Navy to get shipped out to Japan only to go eat at a McDonald's.
he hasn't been there yet. He went and had ramen.
He had fucking McSushi.
Yeah, he had good ramen. Anyways, then let's see. It had a couple of beers at the American Pavilion, and then went back to France. Jumped on Remy's Ratatouille: Rise of the Resistance. And this one has 3D glasses.
Like that you wear?
Yeah, yeah.
Not just strewn about the ride?
Yeah, no. And that one was pretty cool. You know, again, trackless system, same basic cars. But yeah, it was a lot of fun. Holy shit, that was good. Yeah, I thoroughly
I'm excited
enjoyed
for
it.
that one.
Yeah, no, I'm glad we got to go on that. Then let's see. After that, we went to the crepe place. We were waiting in line for crepes, and then they're like, "Hey, there's sit down dining inside here. We got plenty of tables." So we went inside, got crepes. I got beer and a dry cider.
Wait, what's it?
No
what's dry
crepes.
cider? Is it just like powder?
Yeah. Anyways, my beer and dry cider was still cheaper than each of their crepes.
What was in their crepes?
Let's see. Seamus got a banana caramel something or other with a bowl of caramel ice cream, which they make right there at the crepe place. Lily got a pear something with chocolate ice cream. Again, make the ice cream there. And Vanessa got a ratatouille crepe,
Did they?
which did not go well with her ice cream choice.
Jake, you all right?
Something caught my throat. Josh made me laugh. It was funny.
You should maybe you should take a swig of water. Clear your throat.
I might get some milk. So then did you ride the Ratatouille ride?
I did before we got the crepes. I just said
right.
that.
Shit.
Blackout.
Yeah, I kind of forgot about that part. Wasn't feeling myself.
And then okay, so here's the thing. Like, I just wanted to go to Disney. I didn't take food and wine into any kind of consideration at all. And right after lunchtime, you start seeing the people with the cliche drinking around the world, I'm drunk at Disney, shit like that shirts.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, these are the motherfuckers that are getting drunker and drunker and drunker and drunker. And pretty soon, we work our way to the Mexico Pavilion. The kids wanted to ride Rio del Morte.
Yeah.
And so it's like, okay. We went into when you're coming from the Norway side and you take that little side route to the side door.
That's the emergency exit.
And and you go into the pyramid from that side, all of a sudden there is a queue in the lobby of the pyramid. A long ass queue wrapped clear the fuck around.
Oh shit!
Wait, for what?
And then I'm like, what the Hold on, I'm getting there. My initial thought was, are all these dumb motherfuckers getting on the 3 Caballeros ride? I was about to tell the kids, nope, we're out. And then, so what I wanted to do after I got off the ride, there's the margarita stand on the outside. I wanted to go into that margarita stand and get a margarita because my hips really hurt.
Makes sense.
Sorry, Jordan. That's an inside joke.
Inside his hips. Oh!
No.
Her hips probably hurt because you walk. Never mind.
Continue.
Anyways, so we realized that they're stopping the line to the inside of the pyramid in the lobby. It's like, okay, so we just fuck it, walk through the doors. Then realized that whole line and the line going down the ramp was all going, people waiting to go into the tequila cave.
That's what the line was for?
All just fucking college students wanting expensive tequila that they cannot fucking afford unless their parents are paying for college and their trip to Disney.
I mean, that happens.
Oh, I'm sure it does. I'm just saying, it was ridiculous. So we wandered around, jumped on the ride, got off the ride, went outside to go to the other tequila stand, the pre-made tequila stand outside. And that line was moving fairly quick, but I just like, you know what, fuck this. Let's go ride Mission Space. So we went to the non-spinning part because it was a 5-minute wait. And after we got off, I asked the kids if they'd go on the spinny one with me now. And they both started crying again and said no. And so we went and rode Mission Space, which actually had about a 15-minute wait. Which, you know, that time of night, that's not really that unusual, I guess. And yeah, we saved the best for last.
Good.
You know, listening to M tell us about history communications, always relaxing. And then, because I've been lugging around the backpack all day and Vanessa's eye hurting, we're just fucking done. That's why we didn't stay for the fireworks, Jake. And then, but anyways, we get out to the car, start driving away, and the kids both of them go, you know what, can we go back in? I think I want to ride the spinny Mission Space. It's like, you motherfuckers. That kind of pissed me off, actually.
This is after I yelled at you for leaving the park too early.
Yeah.
I mean, this all kind of sounds like
but
your fault.
Because the park's going from 10 to 10 instead of 9 to 9. So what time do the fireworks start? Is it still at 9 or is it at 10 now?
I think they're still at 9.
I
have no idea.
Anyways. Yeah, we left at like 8 because we're just fucking done. And as we're walking out, holy shit. I almost fucking curb stomped 2 freaking fat rednecks. Like drunk as shit. And started wrestling right in front of the fountain as we're walking by. Like one was on top of the other, having a headlock on the ground, on the concrete, wrestling. It's like if they knocked one of my kids over, I would just kick them right inside the head. I could kick the one inside the head and would just smack the other one inside the head. Double curb stomp. That's like 2 points.
That's not
2
how
times the
points
points.
work.
It is in video games.
True. Okay, you know what? You might not be wrong.
Freaking get a kill combo. Yeah.
All right, you need to wrap this up before you
Okay, I'm
commit
done.
a felony or something. So overall, Out of oh, ha,
Okay, takeaways. G plus is garbage. Never going back during Food and Wine again.
so what score would you give it out of 10 pentagrams?
I give it 8.5.
Yeah, it's an appropriate number of pentagrams.
I would have. I mean, just from what I've heard, I would have given it like 6 2/3, but that's fine.
Oh, we went to Gideon's Cookies at Disney Springs the first
I feel
day.
like I want you to skip
it good?
the story.
Seamus and Lily both got cookies. Vanessa had a few bites of their cookies. I did not touch their cookies. And when we went after we went to bed that night, Seamus and Lily projectile vomited.
Oh, them too, huh?
And Vanessa got
What?
pretty
Really?
sick. Maybe the cookies gave her pink eye.
Wait, I'm sorry. The kids both barfed, and then what did Vanessa do?
She got like pretty nauseous and thought she was gonna puke.
Oh, okay.
But the only thing that we had that day was the same. That was the same was the that they had that was the same that I did not have was the Gideon's cookie.
Interesting.
Did anyone have
So,
pea soup?
No.
All right, just wondering.
So, all right.
So that's it. I'm wrapped up. I'm done. That went longer than I thought. I'm sorry. I was rambling.
It's fine. You threw some zingers in there.
Mhm.
Just mute yourself. Are you farting?
We got this weird understairs bathroom right here, and Vanessa's peeing. And it's really loud.
Just tell her to go on the rug.
No, that's not an appropriate place to
Says
pee.
you.
It says society.
Man, if looks can kill.
Josh just gets tackled. All right, real quick, Jordan. Let's skip on down to Ghastly's Collectibles Corner. What do you got for us?
Ghastly's collectible. No, well, before we go to my Ghastly's collectible corner, it's just the darndest thing. I actually found some of my old Latin homework from whenever I was in college. And I just wanted to read this one line for shits and giggles. Virtus Christi cogit te.
What is it?
It's Virtus Christi cogit te is what I said.
Guys, hold on a second. Ugh, weird. What does that mean?
Hold on. I think I mispronounced. Virtus Christi cogite. Virtus Christi cogite. I feel like I'm just not pronouncing it. Virtus Christi cogite.
The weirdest scratch in my throat. This is
One more time, because I just need to bone up on this. Virtus Christi cogite. What happened to Jake?
your mother sucks
I
cocks.
think Josh is frozen. What?
Sorry, guys.
Who said that?
Remember when?
That was a really mean thing to say about my mom. I think Josh is frozen.
Oh, probably all that Latin you were reading.
Is that wait? Yeah, probably. Should we move on to collectible corner, Jake?
Well, let me explain myself real quick. Remember a couple of weeks ago when I said that I made that horrible error with the mute button where it wouldn't mute me? I had to step away. And Josh just texted me. Us. LOL weird. Jordan's chanting Latin and my internet froze.
Virtus Christi cogite.
Okay, I think I got it out. I'm very phlegmy.
Okay.
All right.
Collectible corner, right? Oh, buddy, I have a doozy of a collectible corner for you, my friend. And I wish I would have been able to had time to send you links because there's a lot of cool stuff that was announced over the weekend. So, the popular toy brand Hasbro, which has the rights to do 2 Disney properties, Marvel and Star Wars, just had their big Comic-Con like convention over the weekend. called Hasbro
Oh,
PulseCon.
yeah.
Yeah, and they started the week. Let's see, they did. They have a bunch of other properties, but they ended day one with Star Wars, and they ended day two with Marvel. And Star Wars had some really solid reveals. So for all of the friends of the show who collect Star Wars Black Series, they announced a lot of figures. They announced a deluxe Cobb Vanth for the Black Series. So Cobb Vanth from The Mandalorian, right? The what's his face? Timothy Olyphant's character. Yeah, and he has the full-on Boba Fett armor that you can remove the helmet and the backpack or the backpack.
Just like in the show.
So, yeah. And they announced this a while ago, but it didn't go on sale. But as an exclusive for the convention, meaning you can only buy it through Hasbro Pulse, they announced a Black Series Trapper Wolf figure. And if you're not familiar with Trapper Wolf is the X-Wing pilot that Dave Filoni played on those couple of episodes of The Mandalorian. So if you want a picture or if you want a figure of Dave Filoni, you can go to Hasbro Pulse and get one right now. There is also a Black Series 3-pack called the Power of the Force Showdown, which has Obi-Wan, Dr. Evazan, and Ponda Baba from the Cantina scene. Whenever Ponda Baba gets his arm
in my head, I was
off.
like, when were those three ever together? Oh, in the one scene that the other two were in.
Right. And that is now actually sold out. That was a convention exclusive, and it is now it didn't even last the whole weekend. Yeah, I know. So that went out really quick. So for the vintage collection, which is the 3 3/4, the smaller scale figures, they announced a child Anakin Skywalker figure. They announced a Mace Windu figure. They announced a Obi-Wan Kenobi from Attack of the Clones, so the Jesus Obi-Wan. And they're reissuing the original Ahsoka Tano vintage collection figure because that figure ended up becoming really hard to find and was going for $200 on eBay. So they're reissuing it just so collectors have a chance to get their hands on it.
So I actually saw that announcement, and for I'm not as into the vintage figures, but the Ahsoka one looks great. That's a good.
It does look
figure.
good. So I was actually collecting the vintage collection very regularly up until about a month ago, whenever I decided to sell off my entire collection, because I'm focusing on the Black Series stuff. They pose better. They're 6-inch figures, and they just look
home
cooler.
6 figures a month.
I am. I have 2 right here that I brought home today. So there was also a convention exclusive box set for the vintage collection of Emperor Palpatine, but he's sitting on his throne, and he has the cool little window that you could look out into space, and you could actually change the space scene behind him. Yeah, it is pretty cool. There was also a vintage collection Navarro Cantina set, but what's really cool about this set is that if you get more than one, you can hook them together. So you can make cool dioramas with them. Yeah. There was a PulseCon exclusive, not a PulseCon exclusive, but a Pulse exclusive of a Rebel Trooper Army Builder set. So if you want to Army build your Rebel Troopers, you can get this box set of 4. And they are slightly different. They've got different skin tones. One's got the helmet on, the other 3, or one has the helmet off, the other 3 has the helmet on. So it's just something, if you're wanting to build an army of Rebel Troopers, you can do it quickly with buying.
So I saw that too. One also has a helmet on, glasses on, hair down, and then another one had hair up, helmet off, glasses on. It was a really good combination. Yeah,
it's nuts. And one of the other things is that they announced the Leia Organa's Force Effects lightsaber. So remember that really cool lightsaber that Rey and Kylo Ren uses in Rise of Skywalker that was once Leia Organa's? Yeah, so we're going to get a replica
of that.
How much is that
going to be?
Probably $250. Those things are expensive. Yeah. And that was just for Star Wars. Marvel brought the heat on the the releases. So the one that I ended up getting that I spent $73 on earlier this year, Marvel Legends released a MODOK action figure that was comic accurate. Not the. I wish it was the one for the television show that Patton Oswalt voiced. Which I'm still fingers crossed that that'll happen because I'll buy the shit out of one of those. But apparently in a comic book, once 15 years ago, they did this story where MODOK styled his hair up in a pompadour and had really big aviator sunglasses on, so he looked like Rockabilly MODOK. So they released a figure of Rockabilly MODOK.
Whoa.
And I bought it. And I think it actually shipped out today. So Rockabilly MODOK is something that they announced, or that was a Pulse exclusive. You can only get it there. They announced 2 retro figures for Scarlet Witch and Vision that have the nice like 1960s, 1970s style outfit or
like their
costume.
Halloween costumes from WandaVision?
Yeah, kind of, but this one's the white Vision. It's not the yellow and green Vision. And it's on the cool retro card, so it has like the 1980s Marvel superheroes card, which is why that's like the whole point of the retro collection. They announced because this is the 20th anniversary of Marvel Legends, way back 20 years ago when Toy Biz started the Marvel Legends. The first wave had an Iron Man, a Captain America, and Toad. Of all characters.
Toad from X-Men. I was like,
from
Mushroom
X-Men,
Kingdom?
So that'd be weird. Oh man, could you imagine if Marvel did one of those figures? That would be weird. What was I saying? Oh yeah, so they because it's the 20th anniversary, they're paying homage to that. So they're doing a newer revamped version of that Captain America and that Iron Man. Which they're just dubbing them the 20th anniversary Marvel Legends. And the packaging kind of resembles the original packaging from the Marvel Legends from 20 years ago. It looks really cool, actually. I actually pre-ordered the Captain America because it looks like it'll be a solid comic booky Captain America figure. They also announced, Jake, you actually might be into this since you have the Disney Plus wave or some of the Disney Plus wave from Marvel Legends. You got some of those, right? Yeah. So they're doing a Winter Soldier. That's right. So they're doing Winter Soldier from Falcon and Winter Soldier, but it's the flashback. So he has the long hair and he has the face mask, and he's armed and he's got some blasters and whatnot that come with him. And then they announced a Captain America and Captain America 2-pack. So it'll have Sam Captain America and Steve Captain America. And it's a reissue of the Infinity War Steve Rogers Captain America. And it's a reissue of the recent the Sam Captain America from the Falcon and Winter Soldier line. Does not come with the wings, but they gave him some new head sculpts that you could swap his head if you wanted to, and they kind of give him a couple of extra accessories.
So I do have that Sam. So
okay, so it's the same Sam, but with like some new head sculpts that you can pop the goggled face off and put a non-goggled face on. And what some of this one of the announcements or two of the announcements that I found very, very interesting was they were celebrating X-Men the animated series. And that cartoon is almost 30 years old, by the way.
I don't need...
That cartoon is almost 30 years old. 1992 is when that cartoon debuted.
I mean...
So they debuted a Wolverine and a Jubilee
I like
figure
the Jubilee's getting some.
from the X-Men the animated series, and the paint job that looks cel-shaded, so it looks like it's from the TV screen. And what's great about the Wolverine is, do you know the Wolverine meme where he's laying in bed and he's looking at it's different pictures, but the real picture is a picture of Jean Grey? Yeah, he comes with that picture. He comes with that picture. And the Jubilee actually has a new head sculpt from the Jubilee figure from a few years ago. But what's really cool about these is that they come in a box that look like a VHS tape.
Oh man.
So the artwork looks like the artwork from the VHS tapes, and you actually slide the figure out like you would a VHS
Speaking of
tape.
sliding out, I feel like Josh is about to slide
No.
out. Oh, he slid out. Right into Skeletor's butt.
Hey.
Anyway, so
Speaking of sliding out, Worktus Christi Kogite.
weird.
Should get that checked out.
That's an itch. It's weird.
No, that is the majority of all of the Disney-related figures. I haven't found anything too crazy since then. So, yes, Josh.
Hey guys, I'm sorry. I'm gonna have to cut out. So,
Oh no,
You okay?
All right. Yeah, I'm
Is everyone
fine.
else okay?
Watch out for Skeletor's butt.
Yeah, no, it's right there.
Okay, I said watch out for it.
I got this little mini transformer plunger. I'll just. All right. Bye, guys.
All right, that's Josh, as always. Anyway, we're still here, though. Right? Okay.
Yeah, I mean, sure.
All three of us. Anyway, yeah, was that all their announcements? That's what I was gonna say. So, as much as I love this this segment on our show, this is far and away for me the most expensive segment that we do.
Yes. Yeah, because I end up buying at least one or two of everything that I talk about.
So you feel my pain. Okay, good.
Mhm.
Good. Yeah. Well, Jordan, since it's just the two of us, mostly.
Yeah.
Should we get into our main topic? Because
Let's do it.
Hold on. First of all, Josh's picture is frozen with the biggest.
Well, I read Latin again.
Oh, weird.
Huh.
Some powerful words you have there. I feel it in my.
It's one might say they are compelling words.
No, like I feel compelled by it. It's compelling me.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway.
Mm-hmm. Joshua compels you.
Look, if he knows that you said that, he'll be pissed.
Not that Joshua.
Anyway, Jordan, it is our last episode of Spookytober.
Oh,
Which,
Spookytober! What a
because of
month
that,
we've had.
like, I don't feel bad that this is a long episode. Like, let's go out with a bang on October.
Sure, we could also take next week off if we want to. So just remake the rules.
I will have a trip report next week. You know what? No. Okay, listener, next week we're going to take the week off. How about that? Like,
They can't answer right now.
mostly asking you. Come on.
Oh, I don't care.
We'll see. You know what? No. Okay, here's what we're going to do. We're going to do our main topic now, and next week, I know that guy. Next week, we are going to take next week off because I will be out of town through the weekend. I'm not going to have time to prep another show because I will be going to Halloween Horror Nights.
Oh shit! On
Yeah.
Halloween weekend?
But we're going Friday, the 29th.
Nice.
And Jordan, I am excited. So that's my big send off of October.
Might need you to keep an eye out for another.
All right, you tell me what you need and I'll get it. But before we end this episode, let's go into our main topic, which this week, to send it out with a bang, I have researched and scoured the internet for Disney spooky stories and urban legends relating to the parks.
Jake, what was that behind you?
I didn't see anything. Why?
No, there's a couple of weird, deep red lights. They were right next to each other too. It almost like it kind of looked like eyes for a second. But
Now I'm just like, there's been a lot of scratching on my walls, so I'm wondering if like a rat has come through here. I don't know. I can't. Anyway, keep your eye out for me. I didn't feel anything.
Yeah.
Well, that was a weird thing.
Why would you feel
I
something?
meant see some. I didn't see anything. I didn't see anything. I don't know why I said feel. I was sorry. Slipped my mind. Anyway, Disney ghost stories and urban legends. Jordan, normally on a deep dive, I would just go through all these, and you two would sit back and relax and listen. I'm giving you full interrupting, chiming in permission. So,
Okay.
starting with number one, this urban legend, and we know most of these, but we're going a little deeper in it for the spooky season. Something that
Okay.
allegedly may or may not happen on some rides is the scattering of ashes, Jordan. And I'm a big fan of this. Your screen just got really bright. What is happening? Your
What?
screen.
What are you talking about?
Sorry, it's hurting my eyes. Okay, I'm gonna avert my eyes. I'm just gonna look
What?
over here. So, there's a rumor, man, that people have brought the ashes and urns of loved ones into the parks and may or may not have scattered these ashes on rides. And a popular ride to scatter these ashes on. Sorry, excuse me.
You okay? You're right there?
Wait, is that a photo album you have?
No, it's
No,
actually a research book.
the guy on the cover just looked familiar. Anyway, I think I know him from work. Anyway, nothing.
What?
So these people.
You work with Thor?
What?
What?
So, some of these incidents may or may not have left the remains of not only ashes, Jordan, but of this person's spirit. At Disneyland in California, legend has it that a little boy's mother spread his ashes in the haunted mansion without getting the park's permission to do so. And ever since then, allegedly he's been heard periodically crying for his mother at the end of the ride. People will just hear a disembodied child crying. And he's apparently been... Steve! Oh.
No.
Well, we call him Steve. Anyway, he's...
Is it?
This kid...
That's Asmodeus.
I mean, that's his...
Jake, how do you know
Who?
Asmodeus?
I don't know who
Asmodeus.
I
Asmodeus.
have no idea who you're talking about.
Well, you just said you called him Steve.
I did not. I never said such a thing. I don't remember anything. Where was I? See, I've lost my place. Anyway, apparently this kid has been spotted in Pirates of the Caribbean, which is in Disneyland. That's right next door to Haunted Mansion. So just a small sample of alleged hauntings, possibly caused by people spreading ashes. Number 2, Jordan. There's an urban legend that nobody officially dies in Disney parks. Have you heard this one?
No, I haven't. But we know, like, in the parks or on
Yeah,
property?
that's why I emphasized officially, like in the parks. I'm sure it branches out into on property too, because
No, that's got to have happened in 50 years. Hell yeah, that's had to happen at least
I
once.
mean, we know people have died in the parks, but the legend has it that they have to be declared dead off property, so technically they die in the hospital. For reasons unknown. However, this one is false, and here's why. Because according to Snopes, because when I look for ghost stories, I go to Snopes.
Yeah.
It's the scariest place. Once paramedics begin...
for right wingers.
This is true. I do actually really like Snopes. Not for ghost stories, though. But according to Snopes, once paramedics begin life-saving efforts, they cannot discontinue those efforts until the patient has been transported to a medical facility. So in these cases, it's possible for someone to die on site, but not be declared dead until they reach the hospital. Not because no one dies on Disney property. Because that's the way emergency care works. However, Jordan, here's where it gets meaty. Sometimes paramedics don't arrive until it is too late. For example, in 1974, an 18-year-old cast member was crushed to death while working as a hostess at the America Sings attraction at Disneyland.
Ugh.
So, are you familiar with this? So,
I think
America
so.
Sings was what replaced Carousel of Progress. So, same
Right.
building.
It was the story is they were crushed in between like the rotating
Yeah, so as the theater rotates,
mechanism, right?
So
Yeah.
she was caught between the rotating theater wall and the stationary stage wall and instantly crushed to death. Obviously, this person died on site. But here's where it gets a little spooky, Jordan. A safety light was put in, which warned the attractions operator when people got too close to this dangerous area. And then, additionally, the stationary walls were replaced with breakaway walls. So that doesn't happen again. But the ghost of this cast member has become sort of a guardian spirit. Other cast members working this attraction, worked this attraction. It was open until 1988. If they got too close to this area, even though it was completely safe now, they would hear a voice warning them, "Be careful." Because she did not want that to happen. And then there's this cautionary tale, also from Disneyland. I feel like most of the story is like, don't go to Disneyland. but no, do go to Disneyland. In 1966, a 19-year-old man tried to sneak into Disneyland by scaling the park's outer fence and climbing along the monorail track. Do you see the problem here?
So this is the guy that got electrocuted.
He'd be lucky if he did. Instead, he was struck by an oncoming monorail train. Just ran over and crushed.
Was not expecting that one.
And so Disneyland's monorail's pretty much on point with Disney World's. It is up high. There's only one rail, nowhere to go. So anyway, he got ran over by a monorail. I've lost my place again. Anyway, okay. It's said that now a spectral figure can sometimes be spotted prowling around on the monorail track. He only appears at night, and he vanishes whenever a train comes by. Multiple people have witnessed this. And then there's this story of a ghost that wanders the caves of the Matterhorn. Again, guys, Disneyland is safe. In 1984, a woman named Dolly was riding the Matterhorn roller coaster and was thrown from her bobsled and killed by an oncoming bobsled. Now, how she was thrown still remains a mystery. Her seatbelt was unbuckled. Whether she did that herself or whether it was a malfunction, never been determined. Cast members who work on the ride still, like currently, claim her ghost lingers in a section where she died. And the section where she died, they call Dolly's Dip, which I find in poor taste. And at night, cast members must walk the tracks to make sure all is well with the ride, the nightly inspection and then again in the morning. In the area of Dolly's Dip, the work lights frequently burn out, far more often than anywhere else on the ride. Like, they go through a lot of lights in this section. And cast members have also reported feelings of terror and claim to feel like someone is watching them. And on top of all that, just hearing strange sounds in that area. Which, if you're in the Matterhorn and you're hearing strange sounds at night when the Matterhorn is shut off, that's weird. Thoughts so far?
Huh.
So, moving on, I have a list of other famous Disney ghosts, and these are shorter, but just perusing multiple websites, and they all seem to come across these ghosts. And here's where we're starting in Disneyland, but these also spread out into Disney World too.
Okay.
So the first one, famous Disneyland ghost from Space Mountain, is a ghost called Mr. One Way, which I feel like they could have given him a better name.
I don't know. I think that's kind of a cool name.
But do you think we could make like Mr. One Way shirts?
I think probably.
Or would that provoke the spirits? I mean...
I don't know. Jake, would it provoke the spirits?
I don't think so. We should make those shirts.
Okay, sure.
All right. Anyway, Mr. One Way is described as a large man with red hair and a red face. And the legend is that he sits in the seat next to single riders. And here's the weird part. You can actually look up pictures of this. Whether or not they're faked, I don't know. I like to believe they're real. And I like to believe Mr. One Way is real. He then disappears by the end of the ride, before the final tunnel. He's also been spotted in the cast member locker room in Space Mountain. And he's been known to pull the hair of single riders sitting in the last row. It's like, they'll feel their hair get pulled, but they're in the last row, Jordan. And they're single riders. No one's behind them. So I found that one really interesting. Also at Disneyland Space Mountain is a ghost called Disco Debbie. And that's a fun name.
That is a fun name.
Not much is known about her except for she's a glowing green specter that takes the shape of a woman and is seen along the track on the ride. Which, you know, some people will be like, oh, it's just the lights from the ride. There's no green lights on this ride. You see a green specter. It's probably a green specter. I found that one really interesting. Another one, this is the last one from Disneyland. The Woman in White. And
there's a lot of... I don't know what it is about when people name ghosts, but 90% of them are lady and or woman in insert color of dress here.
You know, I'm just going through it in my head, and yeah, there's quite a few.
There's actually a horror movie called Lady in White.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't think it's about this lady because this is a helpful ghost. And if that was a movie, it would be a really boring movie about this ghost. Because what the Woman in White is at Disneyland is a ghost dressed in 19th century in a 19th century gown and is spotted on Main Street after dark. And her story is that she guides lost children to the Disneyland Baby Care Center where they can be reunited with their parents.
Oh, well, that's very nice of her.
So, I like her. She's helpful. Looking after the kids. Now, let's go to Magic Kingdom's Haunted Mansion. And my favorite thing about, like, the Haunted Mansion stories is, like, you know, you expect to see ghosts there. That's what it is. But not here. Not where this ghost is. Man with a Cane. That's the name they've given this ghost. It's a man with a cane. Going back to what you just said. So, the interesting thing about this, it's a man with a cane laid across his lap, and he's known to appear in empty doom buggies, here's the kicker, between the unload area and the loading area. So, you know, after guests have gotten off the ride, that one section of track where there should be nobody on the ride, this guy gets on the ride. And then his doom buggy wheels into the loading area. And when this is most often seen, I'm going to see if I can describe this adequately, is on slow nights when only a few people are coming out of the stretching room. And you know the cast member walking along the moving walkway, the loading attendant? On slow nights, they'll get that space between the stretching room crowds where there's nobody in the loading area. And so they'll see this man coming down from the unloading area in a doom buggy, and they'll try to speak to him. And all he does is just stares straight ahead without speaking, just nothing, and disappears once the doom buggy goes around the corner into the ride. So, of all the ghosts in the attraction, he shouldn't be there. I like that one.
That's a good one. I do like that.
And then, another one, Magic Kingdom, Pirates of the Caribbean, a ghost named George. And this one, have you heard about George? I've heard about George.
Is he the one in Pirates?
Yeah.
Yeah, I have heard about.
Yeah, George likes to break the ride. He doesn't like to.
George is kind of a jerk.
Yeah, I would call him rambunctious. His shtick is that he just wants to be respected. So if cast members want to have like a smooth operating day on Pirates of the Caribbean, when they go there to open the ride, they have to say good morning to George, and then at the end of the day, tell him good night. And if they do that, they have smoother days. If someone forgets, that ride's going down the next day, probably a lot, and we have no one to blame but George. So next time I'm there, Jordan, you're going there.
I am. Maybe whenever I ride the ride, I'll say something to him. Maybe I'll say something like "Ut benedicat tibi."
Does that tickle again? Why?
Yeah.
What does that mean? You know what? I don't want to know. Just don't.
Okay.
Let me know how it goes with George.
Mhm.
And then there's one more ghost, Jordan. One more famous ghost. But
Are we going back to Disneyland?
back to Disneyland. You might have heard of it.
Can I guess who it is?
Yes.
Would it be Mr. Walter Elias Disneyland himself?
It is Mr. Walter Elias Disneyland, Main Street USA himself. That's his birth name. He shortened it. But yeah, no, like many people have reported seeing Walt in the park, sometimes leaning against a light post, watching the guests on Main Street, but more often than not, up in his window, in the window of his apartment that sits above the fire station. And I gotta say, if that's where Walt's ghost is hanging out, luckiest ghost in the world. Or underworld. I'm not sure.
Yeah. Well, I mean, why would it be the underworld?
I'm just saying. I don't know anything about the underworld.
Do you?
Mm.
What's the weather like?
What, right now?
No, in the underworld.
It's hot. So I hear.
Yeah.
No.
Hmm?
You're asking a lot of personal questions.
Tell Lucifer I said hey.
All right. But I just want to point out that we don't appreciate where you're coming from with this. A little abrasive.
What do you mean we?
What?
What do you mean we? You got a mouse in your pocket?
No, I said I.
You get no. You said we.
Mm.
Like you got like some fucking venom symbiote.
No, that's fiction. Oh, where were we? Yeah, Walt. So, again, I don't think Walt's out to scare people or break down rides. I just like knowing that we're ending this on a happy note.
Yeah. Speaking of ending things, I actually you said something funny earlier that I just wanted to expand on, and then hopefully it'll just be the end of Ego Expellum.
No.
Ego Expellum.
What is?
Ego
Oh,
Expellum.
God, my head, Jordan, my head is hurting. What is happening? Do I need to go see a doctor? Ah! Why is your screen so bright?
My screen. Ego Expellum.
No! Oh!
We'll give this a couple more to Ego Expellum.
Hold on, Jordan. We gotta cut this short. Like
Ego Expellum. Ego Expellum. Ego Expellum. Ego Expellum.
I'm Jake. That's Jordan. That's Pazuzu. As always.
Ego Expellum.